Well, it doesn't work. So after all that, everybody, nothing. So a total waste of time. The truck rear tailgate doesn't work. So now driving it up here, dropping it off, all this stuff for nothing, and just beyond believable, to say the least. It's the Ford product, and even the service guy said that even the service guy said these things are a joke. They see these come in all the time. He said the problem they have with these Lightning vehicles, these electric vehicles, they don't know enough about them. They don't see them enough. Oh, this sucks. I'm stuck. I can't get out of here. So the Ford, the day of excitement is now. So now I'm going to Florida. So I feel for the guy. I mean, the service guy's a cool guy, but at the same time, the mechanic, nobody double checked this thing to see if we got fixed. So I said, well, let's run it back to the mechanic again. He's like, there's no way. He has to take apart the whole tailgate. And he literally took the tailgate apart and he found a loose connection and he fixed it, but he didn't. Oh my gosh. And now he's so booked up, he can't, he isn't like I can say, well, I'll just leave it here today and fix it tomorrow. So it just goes another day with a Lightning truck. But he and I were talking, and he literally said, we're the guinea pigs. He's like, you're the guinea pig, I'm the guinea pig. We don't, these vehicles, he's like, even Ford doesn't know how to diagnose these vehicles. So you could really feel from his perspective, it's like, I just don't want to really deal with these vehicles because they're a nuisance. Oh, so then I got the Carfax report. There's a really cool guy to give the Carfax report. I have it right here in front of me. And nothing whatsoever of any comment of that truck having major battery recall issues. Nothing. Whole Carfax report. And it shows on how no issues, no problems. So whoever buys that Ford Lightning truck and they pull a Carfax report, if they can find somebody that can pull the Ford, he said he can see through the Ford system that all the things that happened to that truck. He can see it. But the Carfax doesn't have that capability. So you would have to find somebody that works at a Ford dealership to look up the VIN number to find everything out that's wrong with that black truck. But for the guy who goes to the car dealership and pulls the Carfax report and thinks, oh, this car is fine, there's nothing wrong with it. Nope. And it shows on there repossession on the report. And it shows the service history on it. But it shows nothing of the major battery pack issues. What a joke. So that just goes to show you the Carfax report. Do you really trust it? Hell no. You better get the VIN number of the vehicle that you're buying and call the local dealer that is maybe nice enough to share with you the information on the vehicle. And they may not. Maybe they're just like, I don't want liability to this conversation. I'm not doing that. I don't know you. I'm not sharing information because I'm not going to have you come back to me and say that I didn't give you all information. So I can be willing to bet most people are like, no, I'm not going to do that. So now what am I doing? I got to go to Petco or PetSmart. Yeah, but what a joke, huh? What a joke. So I dropped this truck off on Saturday, and now it is Tuesday, and nothing was accomplished besides rotating the tires, getting a new set of wiper blades, and they put the mud flaps on for me. Not very expensive at all for what I just got, so it's not a big deal on that, but it's just so unfortunate that the real tailgate doesn't work. It doesn't end, everybody. It doesn't end. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people are like, just let that thing go, man. Just let it go. In so many ways, you're probably right. Why keep this thing? It's just going to continue to depreciate. It's just going to probably continue to have problems. Is it really, really worth it? Incredible. Well, what's the odds of me going to the Ford dealer today and getting this Carfax report? And I just got a text from my dad, a letter from Ford. The vehicle, the Ford Lightning truck, black one, sold on May 27th for $43,600. It's going to be a huge deficiency from from what I paid for it for the value of it. It's going to be huge, beyond believable. But here's the thing. Look here, everybody. Look, 2 owners, structural damage, airbag, odometer, accident, no issues. Manufacturer recall, no reports, no recalls, basic warranty, warranty active, damage, no problem, year purchased. Let's see here. Maryland title, offer for sale, pass, title registration order, Jerry's Leesburg, serviced, registration, odometer, title issued, vehicle serviced, repossession. So it's more than happy to show repossession on the vehicle. Let's see here. So basic 30,000, 3 months left. Drivetrain. Let's see here. Okay, so there you go. So you just saw the report. So if the person buys that black truck, and so the guys have got an auction, they'll probably put it up for sale, probably for, what would you say? I'd say put it on sale for $59,999. That'd be my guess. And try to get 55 out of it. That'd be my guess. In the worst case, they're going to be probably looking to get 48, 49 grand out of it. So the guy buys that truck, 50 grand. He's going to find out shortly after he buys it that that thing has major issues. And I only wish I could find out the person drove it. I would love if that person found my YouTube channel by accident from their truck bricking all the time. Wouldn't that be classic? Because I have that Ford, like I have titles of that Lightning truck bricking. And if the guy ever did, research, like, I wonder who else has had problems with this. And then all of a sudden he starts realizing that's the same truck. That would be classic. Yeah, so for Ford, man, it's getting heavy indeed with Ford. They're going to have to take some punches. Am I going to take the punches? Yeah, right. All right, here we go. So, what I didn't do, but who cares? But hey there, how are you? Good. Somebody over here to the water beds or the crate beds, or wherever they are, the Kong beds. I don't want these. The dogs would destroy those. I need more of a rougher finish style. My phone died earlier, so I'm talking so much on this phone, and I'm not charging it correctly, so I'll be amazed this phone just doesn't go kaput. It already has. So here's the Kong beds. Where did I see them? See, we want the ones that clean up. We want the ones that, if the dogs defecate on them, we can hose them back out. And I swear they had Kong specific, like, see here. Let's see, that's the material that I think that's up there. Probably have to get some help.
Good afternoon.
No, this is so funny. My watch hits my hand at a certain angle, and it listens to me, and then it says, "Good afternoon. May I help you?" I don't know. Where are the more durable dog mat? They're in reinforced stitching. Yeah, but where does it say that it's waterproof? Where does it say that? I have no idea. I need help. All right, well, my brain is mush, everybody. This is Petco. I need to be at PetSmart. I know. It's unbelievable, isn't it? So I got to go back across town, the other side of town, to get what I think I need. But whatever. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so these are huge. I mean, these at Ford, it's really, one of my subscribers, Chet, was saying, how do you blame the finance company? Well, I think the finance companies today should start taking the blame for loaning money to people on cars and trucks and things that have really no value. It's really sad to think that you buy a $100,000 Ford truck and the truck is worth half after you buy the damn thing. I mean, it's ridiculous. Finance companies be willing to, there's a race truck. So there you go. That's that, I think, factory, I don't know. So somebody copied me, right? Oh, look at the rear wing. He did the rear spoiler and he painted his. So very interesting. I'd be so curious to know, ask that guy and say, hey, do you know me? And see what he says. But anyways, it's ridiculous. If you're going to buy a $100,000 vehicle, you should be required to put down then a minimum of $25,000 or $30,000. I mean, for the relationships I've had with all these finance companies, I don't put down any money. We even bury negative money in these vehicles. So yeah, is it my fault? It is, but at the same time, did I ever think that a Ford Lightning truck would be worth half? Did I think it'd be worth from $100,000 to 70, 65, 70? Yeah, 70. But did I ever think it'd be worth 40? And remember now, that vehicle has no history. Whoever went down to auction, if they didn't have that Ford scan capability, if they didn't have the capability to get into the Ford system, the Oasis system, that's what the service advisor called it, Oasis, then they would have no idea. They'd have no idea that truck had all these issues. So you're telling me a Ford Lightning truck with no issues, with 22,000 miles on it, is worth $40,000 at the auction? So that means this truck's in the same category. This truck hasn't had really per se any major issues besides its tailgate. So then basically this truck is worth at auction probably about $45,000. That was $100,000. Yeah, what a joke. Yep. I need to hire myself. I need to find myself a good auto deficiency lawyer that knows how to attack these financial companies and just start kicking in their face about how they're the idiots to loan the money on these vehicles. I need to find, I was seeing that the other day, saying I need to find a really good attorney that just will know how to light up these freaking AHAT companies chasing money. Like, this guy is not going to pay you. He's not going to pay you. He's got nine of these things against him. What do you think's going to happen? You just better sit back for a while and hope he even sends you a cent. What are you going to do to him? Just line up. What a joke. How is my heartbeat better than it used to be? How is my health and my heartbeat? Would your heartbeat be calmed down? Would your health be? Would you be in good health if you just got a notice that your vehicle is a $40,000+ deficiency? How would you feel? How would you feel about that? Yeah, how would you feel with all the crap I'm going through? Most people couldn't handle it. I'll tell you that straight up. Most people, sorry, you could not handle what I'm going through without showing major distress, major just losing it. Yeah. A lot of people jumped out of buildings back in 2008. People don't remember that. 2008, 9, 10, the financial crisis. There was a local guy here that was a financial banker, investor. He hung himself in his family, in his basement, in his house. Other people jumped out of buildings because of the financial crisis. and blah, 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 blah. I've heard this. I know a Kubota dealer owner, long-term owner, dealer. He blew his brains out when the economy crashed in 2008, 9. I mean, it's just, wow. Yeah. The money would kill you. That's for damn sure, no doubt. The other side of town, I figured out how to outmaneuver all the lights and the traffic to get over to PetSmart. Now to go spend $150 or $100, who knows, to appease the dogs in the cage. And they're in the house. I don't even know if I told you. They're stolen dead, so they're in the house. But what I found out very quickly was leaving the Wheaten Terriers and the Poodles in there, that was a huge mistake. Instantly, the dogs were going nuts because the dogs had dog food in the cage. That's what I did. I put dog food in the cage to bring them in, to reward them to go in. And instantly, Ginger is now at the edge of the cage, and then Rebel's going nuts. I mean, it's like, nope, forget this. So I took all the dogs, the 2 Wheaten Terriers and Poodles, out to the barn to separate them, because that ain't going to work. So the best thing to do, really, is probably feed those dogs in some ways midday, but the wife won't be able to do that. She'll be at work. That'll be challenging. I don't know how she handles that on the feeding process. Whatever. All right, now we're here at PetSmart, or DumbSmart, pet owner dumpsters. I don't think they call it the dumpster store. And it looks like everybody's out spending money. Here's a guy selling ice cream, trying to make a living. All right, here we go. We got a fun street parking spot, or do we? And this truck's turning radius usually isn't the best, but we did okay. Everybody now run to this guy's car here so I can have an insurance claim against me. So now here we go again. All right, here we go. Try it again. Incredible, right? Incredible how I always say to people, nobody knows what they're doing all day long. Look at me. People go to work every day, but they don't actually know how to do their job. That is for real. All right, so let's get in here now and see if I can find the dog beds over here. Now I think I'm in the right area, everybody. And one of the danger of those dogs is they'll eat the beds to shreds. I can guarantee you that. As we go down the line here, it's like this bed right here. Yeah, right. Destroyed. Oh, okay, so here we go. This is what I'm looking for. Oh, that's kind of cool. So, but these things are $55 each. Oh, this thing's too small. This is a little dinky thing here. That ain't gonna work. So where's the big ones? That's interesting. All right, I think this is it right here. Even though it ain't much to it, but I'm thinking that's it. But for Gypsy, I don't know. What's interesting is the bottom one looks thicker. This looks thicker than the green one. Why is that? Is it just a eye thing? I think it is. Oh, they got this. Oh, I like this color here. So I think I'll get a green one and this one. But then for Gypsy, and now I am totally in the dark on this because I think that this is going to be. Let's see here. So what size are these here? No pricing either. But let's look at the size. This size here, 38 by 30. Just put it right here. It's the same size. This is one 38 by 30. It's the same size. So we don't want that. So where's the next one down? Is there one? I don't think there is. Well, this is very interesting. Do I have one size? 30 by 40, so that's too wide. These are too small. So that sucks. I mean, or did I just try to make that one work? I don't know. Probably sitting right in front of me as usual. But as my daughter says, it's called man eyes. They can't see nothing. What's this down here? I'm walking down further, but no way. This can't be. Well, I don't know. Maybe. There's more there. Whoa. Now I'm running into. So maybe it's down here. Does that make any sense to anybody? So, possible, I guess, but now I don't know. Oh, this isn't comforting. So, is this what I have? Now I'm now lost, and I didn't take the dimensions before I left. To see this makes more sense right here. Look how much these things are. You're talking $200. Wow.